Our senior correspondent Raghavendra Rao joining us for more on this. Raghavendra, does this mean that clarity and certainty might just be in sight for the state of Tamil Nadu, which has grappled with this period of absolute political turmoil?
Well, yes, some clarity is about, has started emerging out of, Raj Bhavan in Chennai. There are strong indications that Governor Vidyasagar Rao is likely to invite Palanisamy to form the next government. Remember, Palanisamy has already staked a claim to form the government. He has been claiming support of as many as 124 MLAs. Those MLAs, remember, have been locked up, holed up rather, inside that Golden Bay Resort in Kovattur. Sasikala Natrajan has ensured that the flock stays together. She herself was there many a times, visiting that resort during the last few days, trying to ensure that this particular block of MLAs, stayed together. So on paper, Mr. Palanisamy has the required numbers. The magic figure in the Tamil Nadu Assembly is 118. Anybody who has the support of 118 MLAs will get a shot at forming the government and becoming the chief minister. On paper, yes, Mr. Palanisamy appears to have that number, in fact, slightly more than the required number, though it's just a wafer-thin majority. But we must not forget the fact that the O. Selvam camp has not given up yet. They have been maintaining throughout that as soon as those MLAs are allowed to walk out of that resort, things could change dramatically. We get to hear that, back channel talks are already on between many of those MLAs and the OPS camp. Those claims have been doing the rounds for a while, but the hard fact remains, as of now, is that Mr. O. Selvam does not have the required numbers on paper. He may have a groundswell of support amongst the masses, amongst the public, but yes, when it'll all boil down to the numbers, OPS appears to be lagging behind at the moment. And the governor is really left with no option when a leader walks up to him and stakes a claim to form the government and, claims to have the support of close to 120 odd MLAs in an assembly where the magic figure is 118. So going strictly by the book, the governor should be inviting Mr. E. Palanisamy to form the next government. But yes, he will also have to ask him to undergo a floor test in the Tamil Nadu Assembly. And yes, I'll not be writing off Mr. OPS just as yet, because a lot could change over that floor test.
Absolutely. Given the fact that, Raghavendra, things have been moving in at such a fast pace, we've seen how things have almost changed overnight for the state of Tamil Nadu. Now, given the fact that Sasikala Natrajan is no longer physically present to keep that flock together, there has also, of course, been brewing resentment within the MLAs who have been alleging that they were kept captive. So it is a possibility that over the last few hours or maybe even overnight, there could be some MLAs who could have switched over to the OPS camp.
Absolutely. There is a great likelihood of that, having happened through the night or, even now. There is a lot of concern in the Sasikala camp that following her exit from Chennai, it will become increasingly difficult for the remainder of the Sasikala camp, the top brass of the Sasikala camp, to keep this flock together. These people have been, camping in that resort for many days now. And Sasikala was ensuring that, she was visiting that resort very frequently. She was holding consultations with those MLAs. She was having constant conversations with those people, was trying to provide leadership, was trying to reassure them that if they stayed together, they will form the next government. Following her exit from Chennai, as we know, she is right now lodged in a Bengaluru prison following an adverse verdict by the Supreme Court. Following that, her absence is surely going to hurt the ADMK, the Sasikala camp in Chennai. Excuse me. But that said, Sasikala, before leaving, she has ensured that, all the loose ends within her faction have been tied up. The very fact that she spent the entire day When the verdict came out, the day the verdict against her came out, she spent the entire day inside the compound of that resort, politically, strategizing, planning the next course of action, trying to work out a strategy, trying to work out a plan B. So she, before leaving Chennai, has tried her very best to, iron out all the anticipated problems
Yes.
that could arise in her absence. And she has also assured her MLAs that they need not worry. All they need to do is just stick together. And she may not be physically present in Chennai, but she will be monitoring the situation from Bengaluru. And we can expect a lot of ADMK leaders traveling to and from Chennai to Bengaluru just to meet Sasikala on a regular basis, on a day-to-day basis, so that they can keep on getting explicit instructions from Sasikala on how to go about running the party's affairs. Molly?
Raghavendra, can I also get a quick update from you on the kind of reaction from within the AIADMK party fold or even the opposition when it comes to Sasikala's relatives being inducted back into the party? Now, these relatives that we have been mentioning, Dinakaran and Venkatesh, for example, were expelled by J. Jayalalitha years ago. So, is it a possibility, and would you anticipate that this would lead to rumblings within the party?
Well, absolutely. Already we hear that there are rumblings within the party. Not many are happy about the fact that Sasikala has tried to stamp her authority on ADMK by bringing in relatives, tainted relatives at that. And, all the MLAs, there is a section in these 124 MLAs, we believe, who are not too happy with the way these relatives have been brought in and almost imposed on the party. So the rumblings are already there, and it is, these factors which the OPS camp is banking upon heavily. They are banking upon the public groundswell in their support. They are banking upon the, back channel talks which are happening between them and these, some of these MLAs in the Sasikala camp. And they are also banking upon the rumblings which are happening in the ADMK following measures like these, wherein Sasikala has brought in tainted relatives and have, given them plum party positions. Molly?
Right, stay with us, Raghavendra. Just hold that thought. There's some more breaking developments coming in from the state of Tamil Nadu. Now, it seems that clarity might just be on the horizon for the state. Further news that's coming in this minute, Sasikala's camp sources say that the governor has assured them that he will be announcing the decision today itself. And if the governor invites Sasikala's camp, swearing in could happen today itself as well. So that's the news that's coming in. Now, it seems that the state of Tamil Nadu, which found itself in that absolute uncertainty ever since Sasikala Natrajan's elevation, and now Sasikala Natrajan having been convicted, the Opanneerselvam camp also staking claim to form government. It's also the Sasikala camp led by Palanisamy, which has been staking claim to form the government. Now, sources within the Sasikala camp have been emphasizing on how they enjoy support. They enjoy support of the majority of the MLAs and have been assured by the governor that they will be invited to form the government. So it is a possibility that the swearing in also could take place today itself. Back to you, Raghavendra. What more can you share with us at this point?
Well, the biggest development, so to say, is this information coming in that the governor may invite Mr. E. Palanisamy to form the next government in Tamil Nadu. And if that happens, there are already, there is speculation that the swearing in may happen today. But we must not forget the fact that the governor has, acted, he's taken his own time while dealing with this entire political situation in Tamil Nadu. He has never, he's never been, seen to have acted in haste. So he has faced a lot of criticism for that also. But the very fact that the governor's track record so far has been that he's taking time to weigh in his options. He's taking time to meet and talk to both the parties, both the factions rather, and he's taking his own time to evaluate the situation before coming to a final call. I'll not be surprised if he further defers this call by a few hours or maybe by a couple of days, because as this crisis started erupting in Tamil Nadu, we must not forget that the governor was out of Tamil Nadu at that time, and while this political turmoil was gripping the state, he chose to make himself unavailable. He chose not to come back to Tamil Nadu for many days, and that is now that is now being seen as the way Mr. Vidyasagar Rao functions. I mean, he's not the one who will be rushing into something or who will be rushing into a situation. He may have faced criticism for it, but in hindsight, many people are also, praising him for the fact that had he rushed into a situation at that time when Sasikala was about to be sworn in, had he rushed into it, had he come back sooner, or had he, administered the oath of office and secrecy to Sasikala, it would have led to further turmoil following the Supreme Court deciding to uphold her conviction. So in hindsight, the governor's strategy of taking his own time in dealing with the situation may have appeared to be right. And even in this scenario, I will not be surprised if the governor again, decides to spend just a little more time on this and not rush into the situation. Also, we must not forget that, at the end of the day, the governors of states are central government appointees, and the government of the day at the center exerts some degree of influence on the governors posted in a state. So, there are already, murmurs and speculations on how the central government is trying to call the shots as far as Tamil Nadu Raj Bhavan is concerned. And we also must not forget the fact that with every passing day, every passing hour, as long as, this thing gets stretched, the only beneficiary could be O Selvam, because he gets more time to cobble up a majority, he gets more time to reach out to more MLAs. So all of this has to be factored in. So yes, technically speaking, Mr. Palanisamy has the numbers, has the requisite numbers, he has them on paper, he has staked the claim. Technically speaking, strictly technically speaking, if the governor goes by the book, he has every reason to invite Mr. Palanisamy to form the government. And yes, I mean, once that happens, I'll not be surprised if the swearing in could happen, within a matter of hours, because the Palanisamy camp actually is in a hurry to get sworn in as the next government, because they realize that with every passing hour, their case becomes weaker. There is a great possibility of desertions. There is a great possibility of MLAs switching over sides to the OPS camp. So yes, they are in a hurry for sure.
And the clock is certainly ticking not just for the Sasikala camp led by E. Palanisamy, but also for the state of Tamil Nadu. Now, it seems that clarity might just be emerging on the horizon for the state. Stay with us, Raghavendra. On that note, why don't we also take a look at who is Edapadi Palanisamy? Now, he belongs to a farmer family from the powerful Gondar community. He is a four-time MLA from Edapadi in Salem district. He won in 1989, 1991, 2011, as well as the 2016 assembly elections. He also won the Lok Sabha seat from Tiruchendur in 1998. He is a strong Jayalalitha loyalist who stood by her when the party split post MGR's death. He was the number 3 in the Jaya cabinet. He was also the Public Works, Highways and Minor Ports Minister in the Jaya cabinet. Going back across to Raghavendra Rao, who's been getting us all the latest coming in from Chennai. Help our viewers understand, Raghavendra, to what extent will it be a challenge for Palanisamy to try and match up to the popularity of J. Jayalalitha or even Sasikala Natrajan, especially in the absence of Sasikala. Now, we are aware that Palanisamy has been racing against time to ensure that there are no desertions, there are no breakaways from the MLA camp. But inside the party fold, Raghavendra, to what extent is Palanisamy a popular choice?
It's difficult to say that at the moment. The very fact that he has been chosen as the leader of the ADMK legislative party goes on to show that he must be enjoying substantial number support from a substantial number of MLAs within the party. But that said, the very fact that Sasikala, also is learned to have floated several other names to head the party in her absence, that also has to be factored in. So it'll be unfair to say that Palanisamy was really a popular choice amongst the ADMK MLAs.
Absolutely.
It's more of a practical arrangement which Sasikala Natrajan has put in place to ensure that the party flock stays together and that they manage to get to government. Molly?
Sasikala's camp is confident there, according to the latest cuts coming in. They have been reassured by the governor that a decision is likely today. Of course, the Sasikala camp is confident of the numbers working out in their favor. It essentially now boils down to the numbers game and to what extent will Opani Selvam be able to break away some of those MLAs from the Sasikala camp led by Edapadi Palanisamy is the larger question. Thank you very much, Raghavendra Rao, for all those updates coming in from Chennai. Taking a very short break, much more coming up on the other side. Stay with us.